I don't think confidence really looks like anything because it's something that comes from within and it's not defined by a specific look. The main visible clue that shows confidence should be the eyes of a person and body language. But it's very hard to fake that look, so instead one should focus on self-development. And that will become visible in the physical behavior as well. A confident man is a man who can make decisions and stand by them. A lot of times he has to make decisions for others that do not have the confidence to make hard decisions themselves. It's also someone who takes responsibility for their actions without making excuses all the time. Not being afraid of failure and being able to take risks shows confidence. Being lazy is one of the biggest confidence destroyers, and it's often overlooked in this context. It's hard to imagine a man who wastes all of his time playing video games and watching TV as someone confident. Stability is also important. Not stability in life leads to stillness and boredom, but stability in your principles. Being someone whom others can count on is something that is looked at as confidence. Giving the first impression of confidence and being generally known as a confident person can be very different. A lot of people will show off fake confidence by just trying to imitate the body language and behavior of confident people. But that illusion is very quickly broken. Most of the time just after a short conversation. And it's not pretty. Finally, the best way to achieve confidence is to be happy with yourself and then just be yourself. And that's the hard thing to achieve. It takes self-analysis, fixing issues with yourself that you can change, and accepting the things you can't about yourself. When you genuinely accept yourself and you're happy with your own image of yourself, that's when confidence comes. So get rid of your complexes. Improve yourself when you can, but be content with the things you can't. So these are a few traits of confidence in a man. 1. The way you carry yourself. It doesn't imply that it is mandatory to carry yourself as smoothly as James Bond. It is all about being comfortable in your own shoes and stealing the show. 2. Eye contact. Looking into someone's eyes while communicating shows self-confidence and attentiveness. It shows interest in a person. What more does a lady want? 3. A good sense of humor. Nothing screams confidence more than a man who knows when and how to break the ice with some good humor. Modern ladies are done with the fake macho men and definitely cheer up with a man who knows the right time to tickle our funny bone. 4. A good speaker and a listener. There is a fine line between being hesitant, scared, and speaking just enough to prove your point. A man who understands this difference need not keep ranting to prove his point and emerges out as confident. 5. The ones who own their mistakes. A truly confident man doesn't mind occasionally being wrong. They do not dwell into the past thinking about the mistakes they made. Confident men are secure enough to admit a weakness, mistake, and move on. 6. He has nothing to prove. Probably capable of some great violence, but he is not a braggart. He will help the old lady across the street, buy the homeless guy a beer, and comfort the woman whose cat just passed away. He is selfless because he chooses to be, not because he hopes to achieve anything from it. He sits with his female friend and comforts her after a breakup because she is his friend and he cares for her, not because he wants a piece of ass. When his drunk female friend, in grief, tries to seduce him, he knows that's not what she needs, so he lets her down gently and reassures her that she needs a friend, not sex right now. 7. He dresses well, takes care of himself, and has a general idea of where he wants to go in life. He has a look to himself that commands respect. He doesn't look down at you and will treat the millionaire with the same courtesy as the bum, because he knows who he is and has nothing to prove. In a fight, he will give the would-be opponent a graceful way out to save face, but if that fails, he will fight with such ferocity and tenacity that everyone else will stay far away from that fight. When the fight is over, he will go home. He won't argue or be foul-mouthed to anyone. He reverberates power and fears nothing, because he lives as if he's already dead and is free to do anything. That's what a real man with confidence acts like. Anyone else is just a clown. In the end, always remember to stay true to yourself. After all, a confident man need not take intense efforts to portray himself so. Confidence comes from within,